In today's video, I am going to be showing you different advanced basketball dribbling drills that you can do with your basketball team. Basically, what we are going to be doing is adding in one and then multiple defenders so that now they have to not just learn how to dribble, because we can all just dribble by ourselves. You have to dribble against a defender in game, and sometimes against multiple defenders. You could be the best ball handler in the world, but if you are not used to a defender, then guess what? You are not going to be doing very well in games. So let's get down, let's check out these dribbling drills and some of the extra drills that we added during this practice. Okay, so in this first drill, we are going one-on-one, trying to get to that basket with the fewest amount of dribbles possible. This is a fantastic drill, not just for defense, but also for ball handling. You're going to have to take your man off the dribble eventually in game at some point, and this is a great way to be able to learn how to use your body, get your body into that man, and then, of course, being able to handle the ball under pressure. Next, some of those defensive slides were not up to my personal standards. So we then ended up doing some defensive shuffling drills. And what we were doing in that drill is that they had to shuffle to the end of the basketball court in a set amount of time. They had 8 seconds to get to the far end. Then we went back to that drill. Now they were shuffling a lot better. It was a lot harder to score. However, obviously, we're still going to be able to score. There are times where it's just not going to happen, where you're going to be able to now stop that player all of a sudden. It's just not going to work that way. There's going to be players who still are going to be able to score on you. We then went into some floater drills because a lot of the players were trying to go for floaters and they were missing a ton of them. So then we went into floater drills. If something pops up where I need to be able to work on something during a practice, I always go to it. Yes, there are times where I'm not going to be going strictly straight to my practice plan. However, we do need to work on certain things at times, so we just move on to that and then go back to the defense or the ball handling against the defender idea for the rest of the practice. Now this next drill, I call it table soccer because that's essentially what they are doing. However, they're doing it with basketball. So basically in this drill, I've got 2 players up front. They're not allowed to go past the free throw line extended. And then I got 3 players at half. They got to try and trap along the sidelines. And then 1 player at the end where you go one-on-one against that man. Now, I would like to see it finish with a layup. However, the idea here is for the players to be able to trap the sidelines. We want to try and get that ball turned over at the sidelines. Now, while we did have a lot of times where we were able to trap along the sidelines, I only showed the successful shots and layups in this video. The reason why I only showed the successful ones is because I wanted to have you guys see it all the way through, but also just to correct certain things, like, for example, there, Jazz at number 6 was not able to cut off that middle so that we were able to force that player, Leo, to the opposite sideline. But overall, this is a fantastic drill, not just for ball handling, because now you're going 1-on-2, 1-on-3, 1-on-1. You are now also teaching how to trap on the sidelines. And in the leagues that we play, we are allowed to run zones. Even though this is 11U, we are allowed to run full court and half court traps. So this is a fantastic skill to be able to learn, to be able to win more games, and obviously to prepare them for the future. This next drill is to try and imitate a fast break situation where you go one-on-one and then later on 1-on-2, or you can consider this help defense as well. And what we're doing here is we're just running 2 separate teams on either side. They're the same actual basketball team, but we split them into teams, 1 on each side, and that way we can get through more players at once and we can use the full court. I hope that these basketball drills help your team be able to handle the ball better, but also play defense better as well. If they do, hit that like button, subscribe. Also, go check out my practice plans that are down in the description below if you're looking for ideas for your next practice. So we'll see you guys in our next video. Make sure to comment down below and tell these boys that they did a fantastic job, because they work really hard to be able to win more games.